Once you log into the portal, click on these three lines here, type billing. Once you type billing, you will see the dashboard by the name billing schedule. Click on that. Once you're on the billing schedule report, you will see that it is asking for start date and end date. So let's select for the month of March. So I've selected 1st March till 31st of March and click on filter. Once you click on filter, it will give you the following option. That is, you can filter this report by the branch name or by the company name or by the customer name or by all three. And you can also export this report into Excel. Now, you will notice that currently it is showing 10 entries at a time. You can go ahead and change that to 25, 50, 100 as you require. Currently, we will look at the 10 entries at a time, and you have an option of going to the next pages from here. Over here, we see that we have the report with the columns name of date, contract ID, branch, company, customer, amount, status, and action. So date is the billing date, the contract ID, branch, company, customer name, and amount will show you the billing amount and the status. Now, over here, you will notice that this first customer, since the invoice has already been generated for this client, the status shows as invoiced. And wherever the status is pending, it will show as pending. And it will ask you to take action, whether you want to create a Proforma invoice or you want to create a finalized invoice. Let's create a invoice. Okay, let's take this example here. So we'll look at this client by the name LIFT, Face and Body Aesthetics. The billing amount is 9844.57 and the status is pending. Now in this case, you can either create a Proforma or an invoice. Let's first create a Proforma. Click on Proforma. It will ask you to select whether you want to allocate this amount to all the services or you can select the services. So if you click on select services, it will give you options of the services provided to this client, and you can only keep those check marks for which you want to apply the billing amount. Okay, this is one option, and the other option is wherein you can select all services to allocate this amount to. So I'll select all services. The Proforma has been created. You can open the Proforma and you can preview it. So this is how your Proforma will look like. It will have all the amounts, the total, the GST, and the grand total. You can print this Proforma or you can save it as PDF and send it to the client. Now that we have created a Proforma, you will notice that the status has changed from pending to Proforma, and there's one action which is left, which is creating an invoice, the finalized invoice. So let's go ahead and create an invoice. Click on invoice, select allocation, same as the earlier one. How would you like to allocate? All or select? Click on all services. Your invoice has been created successfully. Open invoice. You can preview the invoice. So basically it will have all the details that the Proforma had, and you will also notice a stamp of draft because this is not a finalized invoice. This is the invoice. This is a copy of an invoice that you have created, and if you want this stamp draft to go, then we'll have to finalize the invoice first. So we will check the details, and if you need to make any changes in this particular invoice, you can do it at this stage when it still has the stamp of draft. So You can go ahead and make the changes wherever required. And once it is done, you can click on finalize invoice. Now, you have to bear in mind that once you finalize the invoice, you won't be able to make any changes to it. In case if you want to make any changes, you will have to create a credit note for this invoice and generate a new invoice. So I'm going to finalize this invoice. I'll click on yes, finalize it. And it says all set. This invoice has been successfully finalized. Click on great. And you will, once you preview this, you will see that that stamp of draft is gone. Now this is your finalized invoice. Again, you have an option of printing this invoice or saving it as a PDF and sending it to your client. Now, when we go back to the billing schedule report, and if you notice, the status has changed from pending to invoiced because we have created an invoice for this. This is how you will create performers and invoice from the billing schedule report.